choose to win and you start throwing games, to me that's a different story.
Right.
But if you decide to play 5 rookies, night in and night out, that to me makes sense and a logical rule and a logical way for tanking. But as a commissioner, you got to say this. NFL though, if you tank a little bit, but
I felt like the Cowboys was tanking one year. I really did, a couple years back, but
that 2-14 year.
I was like,
that was bad. Yeah,
but I mean, as far as with the tanking goes, I think, like you said, I think it's if I was a coach or a team owner, I think it's like you said, it's logical. Put 5 rookies out there. Let's get their numbers up. Let's get them used to playing.
Right.
Let's get them in the mix. Let's get them some experience. Let's get their first year experience.
Right.
And I think that's a good. I don't think it's bad if you know you suck anyway.
Right.
Because you got to be realistic, man. Anyway, you have to be realistic.
Yeah. If you know this is happening anyway, like don't.
Come on, right.
You might as well get the benefit of it and do what you got to do. Mac Farrell says tanking helped the Spurs. It did. Because they were bad for a period. Then they got Tim Duncan.
I don't remember that. They was bad before that?
They were bad. They were bad for a little while. This was probably before Tim Duncan got there. The Spurs were not that type of team that made it to the playoffs every year. Probably before Popovich. I don't know how long Popovich has been there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this, kind of a side note. I'm gaining more respect for Popovich. Especially, I used to just think he was a jerk. But he has come out and said a lot of things about just the way the world is. He came out and said he respects LeBron for speaking out against injustice. He also said that number 45 is an idiot, which is true too. So I think I'm starting to gain more respect for him. Yeah. Starting to understand more so that he's not just a grumpy old man, but he does have opinions that matter. He's one of the best coaches ever. He's going to be Hall of Famer anyway.
Yeah, of course. No doubt.
Gotta give him. I want to give him his respect. Also, Big Up says, Mac, so what has 76ers won? Hawks have been better than the 76ers. Now, the 76ers haven't won anything yet, but they're on the rise.
I feel like
close.
I feel like, man, if they keep building around Ben Simmons and what's the other dude name with the Fro?
Joel Embiid.
Yeah. Man, I mean, a lot of teams right now, like, I'm excited for the NBA because it's a lot of teams with young talent now. Because a lot of people that we kind of been seeing in the league, we forget LeBron been in the league 14, what?
Yeah, he's been.
It don't seem like it though.
15 years.
It don't
he's been
seem
in the league
like
for
it.
a minute.
It don't seem like it though.
Doesn't seem like it though. Yeah, you're right.
But you look up and you're like, wow, these guys is old. So just out here still playing. So it's cool to see these young guys still being built up. Like I say, Ben Simmons, he got hit with the Philly curse. Getting hurt the first year, and but he coming out, man. He beat LeBron the other night.
Yeah.
And he handled LeBron though. You know what I mean? He was dunking on LeBron and passing alley oops and Ben Simmons. He's
I seen this Instagram post.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Oh, God.
They showed LeBron basically punching the ball, and then it's like an NBA 2K and it says player exits game. I mean, he was mad.
Yeah,
he was
I will
mad.
Be too, though.
He definitely. That was a moment.
I will be too.
That was definitely a moment where the Sixers showed up, and there are a couple of. I think Markelle Fultz. When Markelle Fultz comes back, he's young. I get it, but when he comes back, that adds another player into the fold. They're trying to get more players to possibly come to Philly. With Philly, it could be an exciting team. They're 6th right now in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah. I mean,
give him some time.
In the East, it's kind of slow over there, but that still speaks a lot though, because they wasn't that,
Right.
So they coming up.
So I was listening to a friend of mine's podcast, and every week he does. He calls it a crossover segment where he compares older and newer players. This topic was kind of brought up as we were talking about it, and there was someone that said they would pick Robert Horry over Dominique Wilkins. So I wanted to bring that to the chat room, see what you guys think, obviously, I'm going with Dominique. I mean, Robert Horry has some great shots.
Jesus.
He has some game winners. But the guy only averaged like 6 or 7 points a game in his whole career. I just flat out can't say Robert Horry is better than Dominique.
Yeah.
Dominique was the Hawks. That was it. I don't remember who else was on that team.
Right, no.
I don't remember nobody. I just remember Dominique. Yes, he had dunks, but he still was a good all-around player.
All-around player. Yeah, I don't know.
It's comical that somebody would pick Robert Horry.
I don't know.
I don't get that.
You know, yeah, I'm gonna pick Steve Kerr over Jordan. Like, yeah, because he hit one big shot. You know, won us a game. Like, no, dog. Like, no, I don't know what he was thinking.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to get him. I'm about to get him on the show again just so I can rag on him for that. We got on him real good on Twitter, but
yeah, he gonna have to get a shirt made with that on it. He gonna have to stand by that.
Yeah. But man, Dominique was the truth, man. During that game, during that era, you had him, you had Isaiah, you had
Thomas,
Jordan,
but had Bird,
all of those
Magic,
guys. All of those guys were very, very instrumental to their teams.
Mm-hmm.
So
had different styles too.
Yeah, they weren't the same.
Yeah, different styles.
They weren't the same, and they didn't jump to a team to play with each other either. You didn't see Dominique and Jordan. I'm kind of doing an old man get off my lawn here, but you didn't have Dominique and Jordan playing on the same team. You didn't have Larry Bird. I don't even think that was a thought in their minds to play together. But it simply has changed. The mindset has changed. A lot of these guys want to play with their friends, with their partners, with the dudes that they play every 4 years. So I get it, but still in the back of my mind, it's like you just teamed up.
Yeah, you
just built a super team.
Yeah,
which means you do not have to compete with half of the teams in the NBA now because you just built something.
That's true.
And that's when we were talking about Kyrie earlier before we got onto the show. That is why I respect Kyrie because I'm not gonna be in LeBron's shadow where he continues to build more super teams.
Right.
I'm gonna bounce and I'm gonna do my own thing. So you gotta respect the guy for that.
You never know with LeBron. You may have been one of the 6 that got traded in his last trade anyway. So you just never know with LeBron. He run his, like I say, he run his own show.
That was
these guys got sent right back home or to other places. Like what happened?
Like people say, well, LeBron's not really a GM. He's not really that involved. I guarantee you, 1,000% LeBron was involved in every single last one of those moves.
I got to.
Every
single one of them. Because all these new players, it fit too well around his game.
Right, exactly.
Which is cool because they are playing better.
Right.
But because it is about chemistry, not just talent.
Right.
You know, I think LeBron learning that because I was going to chime in on that too as far as the super team. I think the first person, not a super team, you know, but I think the first person that did that was on to that was Jordan, though. Like, he kind of took a pay cut, didn't he? And, kind of built, you know what I mean? Because at first, they wasn't really that team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Bulls. It was just Jordan was cold.
Right.
But they really wasn't that team.
Pimpin'.
And then, you know, pimping. Then you got the Robins. And then you got the Kerr, the coaches.
You're right. They started building.
They kind of started building. You know what I mean?
With free agency, too. It wasn't like
but it wasn't
all these
but
guys.
It wasn't like I said, the super team, quote unquote. It was
it's not like it is now. But
but as far as Jordan, as far as players running the show is what I meant. That's kind of where they kind of started because I feel like Jordan, you know.
Yeah, I think Jordan to me was like the first one to run the show and being his own brand, being him.
Ran away from
it was
Nike.
like, this is me.
Crazy.
This is my brand.
Yeah.
And I'm about to blow it up. And people still buy Jordans today. Still.
They just come out with retros. The same pairs.
Same pair of Jordans year after year after year.
Different colors.
Different colors too. Yeah. Put some SpongeBob's on there. Put some Louis Vuitton logos on there.
Like
they just go crazy.
They just whatever.
Yeah. Mac Phillips says Jordan never took a pay cut.
Okay.
I think. Excuse me. I had to blow my nose doing the break. But I think to me, it doesn't value. If I'm the player, I wouldn't take a pay cut. As a player, I'm gonna say, if I was a player, I wouldn't take a pay cut because I know this is my value. This is me.
What Kobe did.
But as a fan, you look at it and say, dude, why don't you take a pay cut and stick with the team?
Yeah.
But the mindsets are different. I'm starting to realize that now. A fan's mindset, an actual guy's mindset.
We want to win, but I'm sure, of course, they want to win too. But it is a job for them. It's a career, so it ain't like they get pensions or you know what I mean. Like I don't think they get pensions like the NFL. I think NFL pensions NFL.
And the other thing is, they showed an NBA player's contract. They make this certain amount. The agent gets a cut. There's a tax fee.
Exactly.
There was like a list of fees. So you look at the contract that LeBron just got, $30 million or whatever. That's actually going to be more like 15 when you deduct all of those fees. So you got to look at it and think.
More money you make, more you paying.
Yeah. Big L said the Celtics was the first super team for Hall of Famers. I agree.
Okay. I do piggyback on that. Yeah. I will say that. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So.
All the Lakers shoes.
Yeah, a little bit Magic and
James Worthy.
Yeah, all of them cats. All right, so today we got a fight coming up. We got 2 fights coming up today. And also, let me mention the UFC now has a deal with Amazon, so Amazon's gonna be showing UFC matches. But I'm bringing up UFC because Cyborg has got a match against. I don't even know how to pronounce the lady's last name. She's gonna lose anyway.
Yeah, it don't.
But
it don't
we
matter.
just looked at some highlights with Cyborg. Lady's she's a beast.
Yeah.
But also we got Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz tonight. Wilder is a flat out monster. If we don't see Wilder versus Joshua this year sometime, just cancel the whole heavyweight division. Just cancel the whole thing. It's not even worth it. But we were talking about Wilder, and I definitely want to get your thoughts and opinions with this fight coming up tonight.
Gotta make it happen, man. Yeah, gotta make it happen, man. Whoever was in charge, whatever, we gotta get Don King back out here on the street. Whatever we got to do.
America.
Yeah, right. Whatever we got to do, man, because we got to make that. Hey, it's like what you said. That's just dumb. They both out here making too much noise. And I really want to see that fight because, Joshua was skilled, but Wilder, he got that. Both of them powerful, but Wilder just, he wild powerful. Yeah. He just got that. Once he hit you with that right, it's kind of, I don't know. I don't know if Joshua gonna be able to take it though. I'm going with Wilder though. I'm definitely going with Wilder.
He punches through blocks. You got people putting up their hands and blocking, and his fist goes through the block. Yeah. To me, that's just a pure athlete, and it's just a monster that nobody's gonna be able to stop. Him and Joshua though, I don't know. Joshua is the more skilled boxer.
Yeah, much more skilled.
I don't know who I would go with on that, but I think it would definitely be a close one. But I'm kind of leaning towards Joshua with it because I think with the wild factor, I just think Joshua's gonna be able to move and shake. Shake where he's gonna be able to catch Wilder with one. But back to the fight for tonight. Luis Ortiz is 38.
Yeah, get him out of here, man. That's not a Floyd Mayweather 38 either.
Bro.
We talking about real life 38.
This is real life. You need to be working as an accountant somewhere.
I know you got grandkids, dog, or something going on better than this.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not a while. Maybe you could keep fighting because I don't crush nobody's dreams, but it's just dude, come on, fight somebody else. Not wild.
You need to fight somebody that is in your
wheelhouse. Know what I mean? Because you got to talk trash when you fighting. So I know you ain't talking trash to Wilder. Come on, man.
He may be trying, but so he's 28-0. This is Luis Ortiz. He just beat somebody with a TKO in December, Daniel Marquez. Now I don't know who this is. And also, I'm gonna say, if you on Wikipedia and there's no link to your name on Wikipedia, that means you ain't that good. Everybody got links on Wikipedia, so I'm sorry. Must mean you're not that good. But 12-round fight tonight at the Barclays. We'll see what happens. I'm going with Wilder. To me, in an easy one. I just think he